What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Trill Collector, man, coming to you guys another figure review. Hey, man, I just want to say thank you guys to all the new subscribers, all the likes and the comments on the Broly review. That really means a lot, man. And shout out to y'all for taking time out to check out the content, man. And if you're new to the channel, you just stopping by, man, go ahead and hit that like button and notification bell so you guys know when I'm dropping content. And also go ahead and hit that subscription button as well. That'll definitely help the channel grow as well. So today we'll be wrapping up the last three of the history of the films Kuji from my personal collection, from my personal set, should I say. We'll be wrapping up the last three figures that can't say I was the most excited about for the out of the entire set, because of course you guys know Turles and Broly, sorry, were definitely my favorites coming into this Kuji. But these three definitely were definitely some that I was definitely looking forward to as well. One in particular, which you guys are about to see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cracking, man. So first off, we'll be looking at the Prize A Gohan. Definitely an awesome piece as well. And so we have the Toei stick of authenticity right there, as you guys can see. Some more picture of Gohan here. Then of course, remember I showed you on the Goten review how Gohan and Goten are gonna be paired together. And then that's him there on the back. And then we have the Prize C cooler. This one has a funny story. I really want to tell you guys about it, so be patient with me. Here we go with the Toei stick of authenticity there. And then we have the base form cooler, then we have the meta cooler right there. And then we have same on the back side and on the side as well. And then we also have the Prize F Beerus, the God of Destruction Beerus, man. So here we are with the Toei sticker, more pictures of Beerus, him on the back, and there we are. So with all that being said, guys, let's bring the figures out so you guys can check them out. So here we are right here, guys, with the Prize A Gohan, the Prize C cooler, meta cooler, should I say, and the Prize F Beerus. So let's get into, out of the three, which one is my favorite, right? Definitely it's gonna be the meta cooler. I was one of the guys that was definitely looking forward to getting the base form cooler, simply because I could pair him with the Master Lease Extra Back to the Films cooler, right? I just thought that would look really dope in my display with cooler in both his forms initially. But when I unboxed this bad boy, this right here definitely kind of changed my mind, I'm being honest, because the pictures that I've seen of him really didn't do him justice. In the pictures that I saw, he was definitely kind of weird looking, I'm just being honest, kind of like he had a lot of paint defects on him. But this one here definitely, fits the bill. Okay, so getting into this cooler, man, as you guys can see, this is based off Cooler's Revenge, if I'm not mistaken, or the Return of Cooler. I think it's Return of Cooler. I think Cooler's Revenge was the first movie. But yeah, this is from the Return of Cooler. This is when he, after the first movie, he was, shot into orbit by Goku, and he ended up, his remains, should I say, ended up getting in contact with the Big Daddy Star. And the Big Daddy Star is what ultimately in turn created Meta Cooler. He pretty much fused his body with this star entity type thing, and pretty much gave him a ridiculous power up, man. And one thing that that's really stood out about Meta Cooler is that he reverted back to his first form, or you can say his second or third form. We really don't know, but I call it base form Cooler. He reverted back to his base form, and pretty much had this metallic sheen to him. This version of Cooler, man, was a beast. I mean, he had the ability to regenerate body parts if he was damaged. He had the ability to create multiple versions of himself, and he was pretty much an indestructible monster unless you got to the source of his power, which was the Big Getty Star. So that's a little backdrop on Metacooler. And then, of course, this is another figure of mine that I was really looking forward to, and this is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Return of Broly, or Broly's Revenge. I really don't remember. I think it's like Return of Broly or something. But this is pretty much when Gohan came in and helped Goten and Trunks defeat Broly. I kind of wish they would have gave us a kid Trunks and Goten pair instead of Gohan, simply because it was centered more so around Goten and Trunks, and Gohan came in and, you know, kind of saved the day and helped his younger brother and his friend out by defeating Broly for the second time. So this is exactly what this is based off of, from the family Kamehameha wave with Goten and Gohan. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Goku was there, like in spirit, if I'm not mistaken. So that's basically what this is based off of. Definitely a highly detailed piece, as you guys can see. Just like the Goten, heavily battle damaged, man. I really love how they have the wind effect in his sash, as you guys can see, from, you know, the energy from his ki blast from the Kamehameha wave. So I think that that's really dope as well. And also, if you look at some of his detailing on his arm, I think that that's really dope as far as the sculpt and everything in his biceps, man. Really awesomely done figure, man. I'm just being honest. And it's pretty heavy too, you know. So I think that that's pretty dope, man. Cooler, same way. Done perfectly, man. As you can see, from the red in his eyes to the different shades of the blue that contrast off the gray, off the metallic look. I think that that's really dope as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say even his tail, which I just noticed, kind of goes from silver at the top here, and then it goes into like the turquoise on the back, you know, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of incorporate both colors on the tail. He is a two-piece figure. It's only his body is one solid piece, and then his tail comes off. So I think that that's pretty dope as well. Not quite as heavy as his first form or as his final form, Cooler, from the back to the films. Not quite as heavy as him, but still he has decent weight to him. Like I said, really detailed piece. Highly recommend you guys pick it up. Like I said, this one was not really high on my radar. It was more so the base form, the regular painted Cooler. But once I unboxed it and saw it, man, that all went out the window. So if this one is as dope as, if the base form is as dope as this one, then I know the regular form is gonna be dope as well. So here we have Beerus. Beerus, it's a pretty cool piece. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really awesome piece, man. But the cons that I have with this piece is this. Well, first, let me go into the pros. Pros is, this is the first Beerus figure that I know of coming from Kuji, right? Now, we do have, I want to say like a DXF or like a crane figure of Beerus. And I'm sorry, guys, but if you hear anything in the background, man, that's my cat. He's like messing with his stuff, his toys and stuff right now, so just trying to tune that out. But this figure here, being a Kuji, right? I think that's what saves it, in my opinion. Reason being is because we don't have any Beerus Kujis, right? So that being said, I think it gets a lot of passes. Quality-wise, I think it's pretty much on the poor side. Now, granted, I do understand that Beerus is more of a slender character. He's, skinny guy and all of that. He's not as bulky as the Saiyans or Cooler or Jiren or any other Broly's or whatever the other figure we may have. He's supposed to be based off the Egyptian god Anubis and all of that. So, he's supposed to be, like a slender guy, right? But with that being said, I feel like his quality really slumped really slacked and lacked in that area. He does come in 3 pieces. He comes with his upper body here. I think his tail comes off as well, right here, as you guys can see. And then, of course, he comes with the foot stand. So he comes in 3 pieces: upper body, lower body, and tail. 4 if you count his foot stand. I just think that he was the, in my opinion, because I don't have the base form cooler or the Janimba, but from what I've been hearing, they really knocked it out the park with the Janimba as well. But out of the set that I have, I want to say that he's the one that I rank the lowest. You know, don't jump down my throat on that. That's just my opinion. I think his saving grace is his detail in his attire, simply because it really stands out. Definitely stands out as far as with his neck piece and all of that, and his sash here. I think that really kind of sets him apart. I think that's what really makes him stand out. But other than that, man, I think it's a really dope piece when it comes to like the shading and the coloring. Now, as far as quality wise go, nah, not at all, man. I think out of, if I had to give it out a score of 1 to 10, this would definitely probably be like a 5. Beers would definitely be like a 5, man. Simply because he feels like he's like cheaply made, if that makes sense. Now, color, everything, I get out of 10. But quality of the figure itself and the build, I kind of feel like he's on the low end. And like I said, that's just my opinion, but I try to give you guys the most honest opinion that I can. And, so I try to keep it 100 with you guys. The price tag that they're asking for this guy, I don't think it's worth it, man. I'm gonna be real. I think Beerus, if you were to really give a reasonable estimate for him, I would give him around the $60 to $70 mark. What Cooler is going for, definitely worth it. What Gohan is going for, definitely worth it. Goten, definitely worth it. Turles, Janimba, base form Cooler, definitely worth it. Broly, definitely worth it. But this one, being 100 plus, not at all, man. Not at all. I'm just being real. But other than that, man, I mean, you can still put him in your collection, and he'll definitely, bring it together. The way I have mine set up is that I have him set up with the Golden Frieza and the Dragon Ball Memories Vegeta and Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku. So, kind of give you that Battle of the Gods vibe. First time we saw, Super Saiyan Blue and all that type of stuff, and then Golden Frieza. So I got him kind of, mashed in there like that. So, like I say, definitely awesome piece if you want to set up like a little Battle of the Gods display. But quality wise, yeah, man, definitely not on my on my top tier list for that. So pricing wise and where I got mine from, these 3 figures I won in a smash from my homie and my brother Nee Fam. So shout out to you, homie, for the awesome smash win. But if you guys are looking for these figures on your own, I think I saw Gohan sell for like 70. I think Meta Cooler out of the two forms of Cooler, he's definitely he's the most expensive. I'm sorry, he's around 120 to 130 right now. Beerus, I think, is like 100 to like 115, 120 at the max. So these 2 out of these 3 are definitely the most expensive. This one right here is definitely going up in price because a lot of people are buying him up just to simply recreate that scene of Cooler being on the mountainside with, 100 variants of itself, so a lot of people are buying up these blind boxes hoping to recreate that scene of Meta Cooler. So, it sucks and it's crazy, but hey, that's what people do, man. People go to those extreme lengths, though. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the review here, man, because I know you guys hear my cat is going crazy in the background right now. He's sliding across the hardwood floor in my house and everything. So I definitely gotta end it before he does anything else. But yeah, if you guys are on Instagram, man, hit me up over there, Trill_Collector512. If you guys are on Facebook, hit up Smash Collecting, s.m.a.s.h Collecting, and you can definitely get this figure here. And everything you see in my collection from day to day, you can definitely find it over there as well. And if you're on Twitter, man, Trill Collector 512, y'all can definitely hit me up over there. We can chop it about these figures, man. And shout out to all the new subscribers that's been hitting me up in my inbox and my DMs, man, either Facebook, Instagram, man. Shout out to y'all, man. So y'all are the reason why I'm doing this, and y'all the reason why the channel's going the way it is. So I'm gonna go ahead, man, and end the review right here. And if you guys have any kind of questions or concerns, man, feel free to write me in the comments or DM on one of my social media platforms, man, and we can definitely get it cracking. So as always, man, this is your boy, the Trill Collector. As always, keep it trill and keep collecting. Until next time, bye.